الحمد لله الآمر بالعمل والناهي عن الكسل قسم الرزق وقدر الأجل وله الحمد على ما حصل ونعوذ به من العجز والكسل وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن سيدنا محمدا عبده ورسوله صلى الله وسلم عليه وعلى آله وأصحابه وسلم تسليما كثيرا. أما بعد فيا عباد الله أوصيكم ونفسي بتقوى الله. قال تعالى: يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله ولتنظر نفس ما قدمت لغد واتقوا الله إن الله خبير بما تعملون. My brothers and sisters, often we connect illnesses and fitna to that which is physical and that which we can see. But there is a disease which is silent, which we are all guilty of: laziness. The famous companion Abdullah ibn Mas'ud radiallahu anhu, he said, Inni la'amqut, surely I hate an ara rajul farigha, that I see a man and he is doing nothing. La fi amli dunya wa la akhirah. He is not doing anything to benefit his dunya, he is not doing anything to benefit his akhirah. My brothers and sisters, the Prophet ﷺ used to start each day and evening in seeking Allah's protection from laziness. In Sahih Muslim, from the adhkar of the morning and the evening, he used to say every single day, Allahumma inni a'udhu bika min al-kasl wa su'il kibr. Oh Allah, I seek refuge in you from laziness. The Messenger of Allah ﷺ, every day of his life, seeking refuge in Allah from laziness and from the evilness of old age. But also the opposite we learn from the adhkar. Salama, his wife, radiallahu anha, reported in a hadith which is Hasan, that he used to begin his day after Salatul Fajr. The first thing that he used to say, Allahumma inni as'aluka ilman nafi'a wa rizqan tayyiba wa amalan mutaqabbala. Oh Allah, surely I ask you for beneficial knowledge, for provisions which are good and actions which are accepted. Every single day of his life, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Ibn al-Qayyim rahimahullah comments, he says, فَالْعَجْزِ, inability, عدم القدرة على الحيلة النافعة. Inability is when a person doesn't have the means to do something. But laziness is worse. والكسل عدم الإرادة لفعلها. The person has no concern to do anything. My brothers and sisters, this is summer and people have a lot of spare time on their hands. And we need to be reminded that laziness is something which is blameworthy in our religion. And to our human state also. Often during the holidays we spend time doing things which are unproductive or sinful. Aisha radiallahu anha narrated in a hadith which has been reported by Bukhari and Muslim, that the Prophet ﷺ often used to supplicate, Allahumma inni a'udhu bika min sharri ma amilt. Oh Allah, I seek refuge in you in the bad that I have done. Wa sharri ma lam a'lam. And from the evil which I have not done. In a hadith, the Prophet ﷺ used to seek refuge and pardon from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala from anything which he has done which is not correct. And from not doing anything, because laziness by itself is its own punishment. Hence Wahb ibn Munabbih rahimahullah, one of the ulama of the Salaf, he says, مَن يَتَعَبَّدْ يَزْدَدْ قُوَّةً. Anyone who worships Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and he uses his time in a beneficial manner, you will find that that person is actually strong and he has strength and he is energetic. وَمَن يَكْسَلْ. But the person who is lazy, يَزْدَدْ فَتْرَةً. He only increases in deficiency. He will not be able to accomplish or understand anything. Hence Ibn Kathir rahimahullah, the famous mufassir, he says, وَهَذَا أَمْرٌ مُجَرَّبٌ. What Wahb ibn Munabbih has said is something which has been tried and tested, and is something we can all see. أن العبادة تنشط البدن وتلينه. Worshipping Allah and doing things which are beneficial in your spare time brings about strength to the body and it causes softness to the heart. But too much rest, Ibn Kathir says, rahimahullah, too much rest and laziness causes for the heart to become hard and for the body to become stiff and unable. My brothers and sisters and my sons and my daughters, being lazy is easier, and your soul will always call you to be lazy rather than be productive. One of the ulama, the Salaf Qatada rahimahullah, he said, Ya ibn Adam, O son of Adam, in kunta la turid an ta'ti al-khayr illa binashat. If you are waiting for the time to do something which is good for you, in a time when it suits you, in a position where you find energy, then this is wrong. فَإِنَّ نَفْسَكَ إِلَى السَّامَّةِ وَإِلَى فَتْرَةِ وَإِلَى الْمَلَلِ أَمِيلِ. This is because your body and your soul is inclined just to lay there, to pass time by. Your body would prefer boredom over doing things which are going to benefit you. وَلَكِنَّ الْمُؤْمِنِ. However, the believer, the true believer, هو المتحامل والمؤمن متقوي. The believer, and a sign of a true believer, is that he pushes himself. He wants to be strong. He wants to do what is better. My brothers and sisters, where does laziness come from? Laziness only comes from with us forgetting the akhirah and only living for the life of the dunya. Ibn Hajar al-Asqalani rahimahullah explains, he says that no one is ever lazy except that he feels that he is safe from Allah. He says, وَيَتَوَلَّدْ مِن طُولِ الْأَمَلِ. When a person, his hope stretches far into the future, thinking that everything is okay, everything is going to work out, I don't need to do anything. وَيَتَوَلَّدْ مِن طُولِ الْأَمَلِ الْكَسَلِ. When a person has too much hope and wishful thinking, this is what creates laziness. He says, rahimahullah, al-kasal and it-ta'ah. He becomes too lazy to be obedient to Allah. وَالتَّسْوِيفُ بِالتَّوْبَةِ. And laziness causes the person to delay tawbah and apologizing to Allah and changing your affairs. وَالرَّغْبَةُ فِي الدُّنْيَا. And laziness creates a hope for the life of this dunya. وَالنِّسْيَانُ لِلْآخِرَةِ. And laziness creates a mind to be absent about the akhirah. And then he says, rahimahullah, وَالْقَسْوَةُ فِي الْقَلْبِ. Hardness is surely in the heart. Laziness causes your heart to become hard, so that when you are reminded of anything which is good, you're too lazy. لأن الرقة والصفاء القلب. This is because softness and the purity of your heart إنما يقع بتذكير الموت. The softness of your heart, the energy in your body, can only come about when a person remembers death. بتذكير الموت والقبر والثواب والعقاب وأهوال يوم القيامة. A person removes laziness from himself, from his lifestyle, from his mindset, when he reminds himself frequently of death, about how he will be in the grave, about the reward and the punishment, and about the state of mankind and how they will be on the Day of Judgment. My brothers and sisters, we are all alone. We entered alone and we will leave alone. And when we are alone, our soul calls to laziness. It tells us don't do anything. Or it could even tell you to say something or do something which is incorrect and inappropriate. Hence Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made the difference between loss and success in the way that you spend your time, and He swears by it. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Wal Asr. By time. Innal insana lafi khusr. Surely mankind are in loss because of the way that they engage with their spare time. إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات وتواصوا بالحق وتواصوا بالصبر. أقول ما سمعتم وأقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم ولسائر المسلمين من كل ذنب فاستغفروا إنه هو الغفور الرحيم. استغفر الله استغفر الله. الحمد لله وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. تركنا على محجة البيضاء ليلها كنهارها لا يزيغ عنها إلا هالك فصلوات الله وسلامه عليه وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. أما بعد, my brothers and sisters, we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to aid us in all of our affairs. In the time that we are living in, most people spend their hours and their minutes in that which does not benefit them. Most people, by this very definition, have become deceived by the life of this dunya. They think life is just about laughing and joking, and they spend their time in doing things which will not benefit them, will only feed into the laziness that their soul calls into. And this is dangerous, because this is from the plots of shaitan. In Muslim Ahmad, it's been reported with a chain which is sahih that the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, "Inna shaitan dhi'bul insan ka dhi'bul ghanam." Shaitan is a wolf for man, like a wolf is a wolf for sheep. يأخذ الشاء القاسية والناهية. The soul, which is by itself, just like the sheep, which is alone, is prey for shaitan. The wolf will catch the sheep when he is idle, when he is by himself. So he says, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, shaitan is like a wolf for every single one of us in this example. So he then says, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, وَإِيَّاكُمْ وَالشِّعَابِ. Be careful of being alone. وَعَلَيْكُمْ بِالْجَمَاعَةِ. And stick to having good, righteous company which will encourage you to do good deeds. Ibn Qayyim rahimahullah says about wasting time. He said, rahimahullah, wasting your time with laziness is worse than death. Because when you pass away, you take away from yourself, from the dunya. You have done what you have done what you have been able to do, and you have left the life of this dunya. But as for wasting time and laziness, not only are you wasting the times which are precious for you to develop for yourself an akhirah, but you are not doing anything which is benefiting your dunya. If a person passes away, his death is better than laziness. My brothers and sisters, people are tempted when they are alone, and when they are not busy in doing goodness. In those moments of laziness, a person can destroy what it has taken for years for that person to build. My brothers and sisters, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala commands us to send peace and blessings upon the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. He began with himself and he described the angels in doing so also. Inna Allaha wa malaikatahu yusalluna ala nabi. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu sallu alayhi wa sallimu taslima. Allahumma salli wa sallim wa zid wa barik ala nabiyyina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Allahumma a'izz al-islam wal muslimin. Allahumma a'izz al-islam wal muslimin. ودمر أعداء الدين يا رب العالمين. اللهم اصلح بيوتنا وأصلح زوجاتنا وأولادنا يا رب العالمين. اللهم اجنبنا أن نعبد الأصنام. اللهم اجنبنا أن نعبد الأصنام. ربنا إنهن أضللن كثير من الناس. اللهم اجعلنا من قيم الصلاة من ذريتنا يا رب العالمين. اللهم آت نفوسنا تقواها وزكها أنت خير من زكاها أنت وليها ومولاها. ربنا أعنا ولا تعن علينا وانصرنا ولا تنصر علينا وامكر لنا ولا تمكر علينا واهدنا ويسر الهدى لنا يا رب العالمين. اللهم اجعلنا لك من الشاكرين لك ذاكرين لك الراهبين لك مطيعين مخبتين وإليك أواهين منيبين يا رب العالمين. ربنا تقبل توبتنا واغسل حوبتنا وأجب دعوتنا وثبت حجتنا يا رب العالمين. اللهم إنا نعوذ بك من العجز والكسل والجبن والهرم ونعوذ بك من فتنة المحيا والممات ونعوذ بك من عذاب القبر. اللهم اشف مرضانا وارحم موتانا وعاف مبتلانا وارحم ضعفنا يا رب العالمين. ربنا ظلمنا أنفسنا وإن لم تغفر لنا وترحمنا لنكونن من الخاسرين. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة قنا عذاب النار. عباد الله اذكروا الله يذكركم اشكروه على نعمه يزدكم ولذكر الله أكبر والله يعلم ما تصنعون.